Have you ever wondered why some people suddenly stop paying attention to you? Maybe you expected recognition but received silence instead. Maybe you felt ignored when you were trying your best. At first, it can feel painful and confusing. You may even think that God has forgotten you. But what if the opposite is true? What if God is protecting you in a way you cannot see? Not every closed door is a punishment. Not every season of being unnoticed is a loss. Sometimes being hidden is the safest place to be. A seed grows underground before anyone sees it. Your life can work the same way. God often prepares people in private before showing them in public. The people who underestimate you may not understand your journey. That does not mean your journey has no purpose. Stay with me because this message may completely change how you see your current season. By the end, you may realize that your invisibility is actually a gift. Let's begin with an open heart. 2. Many people think their greatest blessing is being seen by everyone. They chase attention because they believe attention brings success. But attention also attracts jealousy, criticism, and unnecessary battles. Not everyone who notices you wants the best for you. Some people watch only to compare themselves with you. Others watch because they hope you will fail. God knows what you are ready to handle. He also knows what could distract or harm you. That is why He sometimes allows you to stay unnoticed. While others are chasing applause, you are building strength. While others seek approval, you are learning wisdom. Growth often happens in quiet places. The strongest roots grow where nobody is looking. Do not mistake silence for abandonment. God can be doing His greatest work when nothing seems to be happening. This hidden season may be preparing you for responsibilities you cannot yet imagine. When the time is right, what God has built inside you will become impossible to ignore. Think about the difficult moments in your life. There were times when you wanted people to support you. Instead, you had to walk alone. Looking back, those lonely seasons probably taught you lessons that comfort never could. You discovered strengths you never knew you had. You became more patient. You learned to trust God instead of depending on people's opinions. That transformation is more valuable than public recognition. Many people look successful on the outside but remain weak within. God is more interested in your character than your image. He wants your heart to become stronger before your name becomes bigger. If success comes too early, it can destroy a person. If recognition comes before wisdom, pride can take over. God understands the timing better than we do. So when you feel invisible, do not rush to escape that season. It may be the very place where your future is being shaped. Sometimes you wonder why certain people suddenly walked away from your life. You replay conversations and search for answers that never come. You ask yourself what you did wrong. The truth is that not every separation is a sign of failure. Some people leave because they were only meant to be part of one chapter. Others leave because they cannot go where God is taking you. When God makes you invisible, He also reveals who truly values you. The people who care about your heart will remain. The people who only wanted something from you will slowly disappear. That process may hurt, but it also brings clarity. You stop wasting energy trying to impress everyone. You begin to focus on becoming the person God created you to be. Real peace comes when you no longer need constant approval. You understand that your worth is not decided by people's attention. It is decided by the one who created you. Being hidden from the wrong people is often a greater blessing than being admired by them. Trust that every change has a purpose. God is removing what cannot grow with you. There is another reason God sometimes keeps you unnoticed. Your enemies cannot easily attack what they cannot clearly see. This does not always mean people who openly hate you. Sometimes your enemies are fear, pride, distraction, or unhealthy habits. Sometimes they are people who smile in front of you but secretly hope you fail. God knows every hidden intention even when you do not. That is why He may delay opportunities until the right moment. He protects your future before you even recognize the danger. What feels like a delay may actually be divine protection. Imagine receiving everything you wanted before you were ready. Would you have had the wisdom to keep it? Would you have had the strength to protect it? God's timing is never random. He sees the whole picture while we only see today's problems. Trusting Him means believing that unseen protection is still protection. Even when nothing seems to be moving, God is still working. 6. Being invisible also gives you the chance to know yourself better. When no one is applauding you, your true motives become clear. You begin to ask why you do what you do. Are you chasing purpose or simply chasing attention? That question can change your entire life. Many people confuse popularity with purpose. But the two are not the same. A person can be famous and still feel empty inside. Another person can be unknown and live a deeply meaningful life. God invites you to build your identity on something stronger than public opinion. He wants you to discover your value even in quiet seasons. When you stop seeking constant validation, you become emotionally stronger. Your peace no longer depends on who notices you. Your confidence begins to come from within. That kind of confidence cannot easily be taken away. It grows through honesty, faith, and daily transformation. This is one of the greatest gifts hidden inside an invisible season. Think about the people who have inspired you the most. Many of them spent years growing before the world recognized them. Their greatest lessons were learned in ordinary days. They faced disappointment without giving up. They kept improving when no one was watching. That quiet discipline shaped the person they eventually became. Your story may be following the same path. You do not have to force people to notice you. Focus on becoming wiser each day. Focus on serving others with sincerity. Focus on developing your character instead of your image. When your foundation is strong, success becomes easier to handle. The right opportunities will arrive at the right time. The right people will recognize your value naturally. You will not have to beg for attention. What God has prepared for you will not miss you. Keep growing, even when the world seems silent. There are moments when you compare your life with other people's progress. You see their achievements and wonder why your own journey feels so slow. That comparison can quietly steal your peace. It makes you forget that every person has a different path. God is not writing the same story for everyone. Some people are meant to bloom early. Others are prepared through a longer process. A longer process does not mean a smaller purpose. In fact, the strongest foundations usually take the most time to build. If you rush what God is carefully shaping, you may miss the lessons that make lasting success possible. Instead of asking, "Why am I behind?" try asking, "What is God teaching me right now?" That simple change in perspective can transform frustration into gratitude. You begin to see progress that cannot be measured by money or applause. You notice greater patience, stronger faith, and wiser decisions. Those changes may not impress the world today, but they will prepare you for the future God has planned. One of the greatest dangers in life is believing that visibility equals value. The world rewards what is loud and noticeable. God often values what is faithful and consistent. A kind heart is not always celebrated. Integrity does not always receive applause. Quiet obedience rarely becomes a headline. Yet these are the qualities that build a meaningful life. When you remain faithful in small things, you prepare yourself for greater responsibilities. People may overlook your efforts. God does not. Every honest choice matters. Every act of kindness has value. Every moment of patience shapes your character. Do not become discouraged because others fail to recognize your growth. The most important transformation is happening inside you. And that inner transformation will eventually influence everything around you. Never underestimate the power of becoming the right person. It is also important to understand that being invisible does not mean staying inactive. God does not hide you so that you stop growing. He hides you so that you can grow without unnecessary pressure. This is the time to learn new skills. It is the time to strengthen your faith. It is the time to improve your habits. It is the time to heal from past pain. Many people waste hidden seasons by complaining instead of preparing. Do not make that mistake. Every day is an opportunity to become a little wiser than yesterday. Read more. Pray with sincerity. Treat people with respect. Take responsibility for your actions. The habits you build in private will shape the life you live in public. Preparation is never wasted when it is guided by purpose. Your future is being built one quiet day at a time. There will come a day when people ask how your life changed. Some will think your success happened overnight. They will not see the years of quiet growth behind it. They will not see the prayers, the discipline, or the difficult choices. But you will know. You will remember every season when you felt forgotten. You will remember every lesson that made you stronger. And instead of becoming proud, you will become grateful. Because you will understand that God was protecting and preparing you all along. What once felt like rejection will make sense. What once felt like delay will reveal its purpose. You will no longer resent the hidden seasons. You will honor them. They were not empty years. They were the years that shaped the person you were always meant to become. That realization is one of the greatest blessings of all. As you move forward, remember that your value does not increase when more people notice you. Your value has always been there because God created you with purpose. The hidden season is not a sign that your life has stopped. It is a season where your heart is becoming stronger. It is where wisdom replaces confusion. It is where patience grows deeper than frustration. Do not waste this time wishing you were somewhere else. Use it to become the person you are meant to be. Keep learning even when no one praises your efforts. Keep doing what is right even when nobody is watching. Keep trusting God even when the answers are delayed. The work happening inside you is more important than the attention happening around you. One day, you will see that every quiet moment had a purpose. Nothing God allows in your life is meaningless. Every lesson is preparing you for what comes next. Stay faithful, because your story is still unfolding. The best chapters are often written after the longest seasons of waiting. If this message speaks to your heart, take a moment to reflect on your own journey. Ask yourself what this hidden season is teaching you. Instead of seeing yourself as forgotten, choose to see yourself as being prepared. Your enemies cannot stop what God has already planned for your life. Your delays cannot cancel your purpose. Your quiet season cannot erase your calling. Keep your heart free from bitterness. Keep your mind focused on growth. Keep walking in faith, one step at a time. Do not measure your life by how many people know your name. Measure it by the kind of person you are becoming. That is the transformation that truly lasts. When your character grows, your future grows with it. Trust God's timing even when it is different from your own. His plan is always greater than what you can see today. Believe that your hidden season is leading you to something meaningful. The greatest victory is not proving your enemies wrong but becoming the person God created you to be. When you focus on inner transformation, the opinions of others lose their power over you. That is when true freedom begins. Remember, God sometimes makes you invisible so He can make you unshakable. When the right time comes, no person can block the door that God opens for you. Walk forward with confidence, humility, and faith. If this video encouraged you, please take a moment to like, share, and subscribe for more messages like this. Also, leave a comment below and tell us what you realized about yourself and the people around you after listening to this message. Your experience may encourage someone else who is going through a hidden season. Thank you for spending these moments with me. May you continue to grow in wisdom, strength, and peace. Never forget that God's silence is not His absence. He is working even when you cannot see it. And one day, you will understand why He chose to keep you invisible for a season.